EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Check 3. Kill. Check 4.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. For the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Yeah,
it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
So don't say nothing.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up, because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That good for 19 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's Evans. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Mike, 58, right there. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 10-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Go, get out there, get out there. We're going to 54.
On 2nd down now, Italia. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. We're going to 54. Right here.
Prescott to throw it. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Check. Watch 54.
They'll run on first down. Evans, he's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Good job.
A great play there. 41 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Cardinals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They got to find.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
kill. Here I come. Here I come. Here we go, 46. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He's time to win. 26.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check here. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Murray now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Go. Go. Check your motion. Check the call, check the call. Check 99. What?
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott letting one fly deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check it out, read.
They run with Spiller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Jim. We're going to 53.
This is Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go to Elliott again. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run.
Now a give right side. It's Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and inches, Murray buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw again on second down. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Pass incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Murray now. Trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A big run that time by Elliott. 51 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point, hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
Then when you look at the defense,
and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third and short yardage, Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Cardinals take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Andy Isabella was the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission. I think
you took the words. And, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like nowhere to escape, and he goes down?
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.